Good afternoon. I am calling this hearing of the Assembly Education Committee to order. We will start this hearing as a subcommittee. We do have quorum. You may now proceed, Assemblymember Nguyen.
Wonderful. Thank you, Madam Chair and members. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the committee staff for their help in this bill and would like to accept the committee amendments. AB 2189 authorizes the State Council on Developmental Disabilities to award a $800,000 grant over 3 years to support a statewide effort to train and connect parents of students with disabilities. This effort will provide families with the tools, training, and coordination they need to understand their rights and advocate within California's special education system. Recent federal actions have significantly reduced the capacity of the U.S. Department of Education to oversee the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. As a result, the states are increasingly responsible for ensuring compliance and protecting the rights of students with disabilities. With the federal government no longer upholding the IDEA, the responsibility to protect and ensure the rights of California's 800,000 special education students fall on us. AB 2189 provides a practical solution to this gap. Over the span of 3 years, this bill will lay the groundwork for the creation of a statewide special education parent action network. The organization receiving the grant will be tasked with conducting outreach, training, and bringing leaders together to inform students in special education and their families about their rights and how they can advocate for themselves. AB 2189 is an effort to strengthen coordination and uplift the parent voice when it comes to special education. The amendments provided clarify by reinforcing the intent of the bill, providing definitions, establishing a competitive grant process, and incorporating a reporting mechanism into the bill. With me to speak in support of the bill is Cindy Liu and Jane Chen. Both are parents who can speak to the need of this bill.
Thank you. Excuse me. Good afternoon. Thank you, Chair and Committee, for this opportunity. My name is Cindy Liu. I'm a parent. I'm on the board of the ARC of California. Most importantly, I have a child with IDD. Learning the language of IDEA and navigating the IP process is often the first rite of passage for parents like me. It's scary and lonely, and the stakes are very, very high. I've learned that even when you win a settlement or due process, you don't actually win, because a ruling in your favor doesn't mend a bruised spirit or rewind fourth grade. But I'm lucky and privileged to be here today. I can dedicate energy to improving the system, not just surviving it. And that's why I'm here in support of AB 2189, because representative parent voice should not depend on luck or privilege. Here's some incoming tough love. California has been rated needs assistance for 2 more consecutive years, meaning we have not fully met our obligation under IDEA, and nearly 44% of students with significant disabilities are not graduating. They drop out and they're not getting anything, not even a certificate. That's devastating for families and our state. But I've also seen what Parent Voice can do in collaboration. The Inclusive College Alliance, a collaboration of parents and college educators, work together to get AB 447 passed and $2 million for the California Center for Inclusive College, a first for our state. But it took nearly a decade of volunteer time, and AB 447 is a baby step, and the Center for Inclusive College, 15 years behind other states. It's evidence that parents' voice work, but we can't leave the burden exclusively on parents. AB 2189 fixes that. It sustains and scales coalitions upstream where policies and legislations are crafted in the rooms where it happens. For our Hamilton fans, I ask for your aye vote respectfully.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jane Chen, and I have been a pediatrician in California for 31 years. I served on the board of Special Olympics Northern California and served on the board of the Silicon Valley Down Syndrome Network. I was appointed the district representative for our county-wide Special Education Administrative Group, or SELPA. I also serve on my Superintendent's Advisory Committee. But most importantly, I am the parent of 3, including my daughter who has Down syndrome. Through the decades in my general pediatrics clinic, I have listened to the many struggles of families who have children with disabilities with their school districts. As a volunteer in the special education community, I heard even more problems that families have had with their school districts. For example, as my school district's community advisory committee representative, we parents had concerns of low inclusion rates for students with disabilities in our county. Research shows better academic outcomes and employment opportunities for students with disabilities who are included in regular classrooms. California trails behind the nation in inclusion rates of students with disabilities. We are the 4th lowest in the nation. Currently, there is no statewide coalition where we can work together to improve inclusion rates for our students with disabilities. We need to do better. We need a better network, a collective system where local groups like PTAs, family resource centers, and local organizations work together to elevate parent and community voice. We need a collaborative system of oversight where you, our elected officials, can hear directly from your constituents. AB 2189 is the bridge we need. I respectfully ask for your support of AB 2189. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony today. At this time, we'll take any public comment in support. State your name, your affiliation, and your position only at the microphone. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members, and many thanks to the author for bringing this bill forward, Jordan Lindsay, with the ARC of California, one of the sponsors of the bill, in support. Thank you.
I want to start by sharing my deepest thanks to Assemblymember Nguyen in working with our staff to make sure there was added specificity, and your continued work on this bill with the opposition to clarify any potential for redundancy or duplication of effort. So thank you for continuing to do that. Are there any questions from our colleagues here up in the dais in this bill? Ms. Bonta? Assemblymember Bonta.
Thank the author for bringing this forward. Certainly, Assemblymember, you've been the biggest champion in the world for our children, especially our children with disabilities. And I think I'm most taken by the testimony of one of your witnesses that essentially said that you had to work for over a decade for just a little bit. And I'm very thankful that with the continued coordination with your, the other disability rights advocacy groups and parent groups, that you will be able to land this in a very important place for us. Being in school districts and working with school districts throughout the state of California and being on school board, I know that all of this falls at the feet of parents who are struggling just to make sure that California meets a better standard of care and educational opportunity for our children with disabilities. So I want to thank you for the work, and I would love to join as a co-author at the appropriate moment.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Assemblymember Nguyen, would you like to close?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Assemblymember Bonta, for the words. And she's right. You've got 3 moms here, 3 women of color who have children with the developmental disabilities, and we're advocating for this because we don't see it in the schools right now. We don't see it in the community right now. And I heard opposition talk about something that already exists, but when you have 3 women of color, one that is in the medical world, one that's been doing this for decades, and we still feel like that's not enough. I feel like there are ways in which we want to work together and we want to do this, but when you hear that we are the 4th lowest and California is supposed to be leading in this area and we're supposed to be more inclusive, that doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't sit well with any of us. It shouldn't sit well with any of you at all. Being the 4th lowest is an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment that we should elevate. It is an embarrassment and an opportunity for us to do better, to be better, and to take the lead in showing everybody that California cares about students, about kids, about adults, about individuals with disabilities. And with that, thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, members. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
File item 12, AB 2189. The motion is due pass as amended to appropriations. Patel.
Aye.
Patel, aye. Hoover. Alvarez. Bonta. Aye. Bonta, aye. Castillo. Aye. Castillo, aye. Garcia. Aye. Garcia, aye. Lowenthal. Pellerin. Aye. Pellerin, aye. Zuber. Aye. Zuber, aye.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.